Hello, mate.
Hi, Philip. How you going, mate?
Good. Yeah, I thought better to talk face to face.
Yeah, this is probably only just thinking, it's probably only the third time in my life I've actually done one of these Facebook FaceTime things.
Really?
Thinking of my, sort of young generation or whatever, but I'm not very technical, I guess.
All good.
Yeah, I just saw your video on the weekend. I just thought it was really interesting to sort of do a bit of a story, I guess, on the cave itself. It sort of indicated in the link that you were a bit surprised with, I guess, the condition of the cave. Is that right?
Yeah, if I'm honest, yeah. Like, not just the cave as well. There's a lot in Griffith could use some attention,
Yeah.
But yeah, look, in my video I didn't. I mean, I could have gone either way. So I have to be careful when I make my videos, not to share. I mean, I was careful, and it was a while ago when I made them, or some of my earlier videos. Not to make my hometown look bad, because that's going to have a negative reaction. People don't want that, especially for someone who doesn't live in Griffith anymore. You get me? So I had to be careful with that. I also had to be careful with how my audience, sort of reacted, how the town of Griffith reacted to me, even doing videos, even anything, because it could have gone either way,
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't even share them. I didn't even think to share them to the Facebook groups until a year and a half later. And then I thought, all right, I thought I'm gonna put them out there. What have I got to lose? And well, slowly I built up. I let it out of the bag slowly that I was doing these videos,
Yeah.
And I sort of got a feel. I tested the waters, and people were sort of reacting well, responding well. So I said, what have we got to lose? So I put it out, and people love them. And it's caused a bit of a stir, which is good. I can't, man. Like it seems to have some sort of, I hope, positive impact. So I want to do more. I want to come down and do more there.
Yeah. And so that's sort of probably the main thing I wanted to talk about. What sort of got you started doing getting the channel going, doing the videos, travel videos, that kind of thing? How did it all begin, mate?
Well, I've got a website that's kind of explains it a bit about who I am. Okay, so you can have a look there. But to give you a rundown, look, I started vlogging. I think it's mentioned a few times. There's even an old video. It's mentioned on our website. It's in my description on my YouTube channel. I'd always loved creating videos and stuff since I was a kid. Everyone sort of knew I always had a certain charisma and stuff. Half the town, like everyone in town knows me in Griffith, I never knew what to do with it. I'd always loved making videos. It didn't really gel. I don't know. 2009, I traveled to Venezuela to meet who is my now wife. For 13 years, we've been married. And I filmed the experience. I vlogged the experience, but I never done anything. I always said I had this thing in the back of my mind that I want to share my adventures with the world. And then after a few years of some very bad luck, it sort of made me reflect on life and what I want to do and who I am, what I'm passionate about, what skills I have, and using what I do have, and it sort of just came to me, man. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start doing what I love, and I'm gonna turn it into a full-time thing, and eventually, start making some coin off it.
Yeah. Was it hard? I mean, there's a lot of, obviously, the YouTube channels are, it's sort of, I guess, a bit of a new trend, but people start out, I guess, doing it on the side, and then they figure out that eventually they can do it full time.
Yep.
Is it hard at that point if as a sort of young person having their own platform, their own channel, that kind of thing?
Is it hard, as in what?
Is it difficult to get to the stage where you can do it full time? Because it sounds like you're able to do that full time now, or are you still sort of having to...
No, I still work, but that's going to change in the future. But I've got some plans in place which I don't want to let out yet, because obviously it's going to affect my channel, my audience. I want to keep some things as a surprise. But I've set myself up with a way to be able to. I'm setting myself up now to be able to live cheaply, let's say, while I grow my channel to the point where I can live off it full time. Okay, without giving too much away.
Yeah, sure. No, that's
and another thing, just before we go any further, so today we're interviewing. I wasn't sure what you wanted to talk to me about. Whether it's going to be more about my channel, or more about Griffith, or everything, or
probably a bit of everything, but mostly the you know, I think the interest for me is more about the channel. And,
yep.
You know, you started it, and you've got. I noticed you had some travel videos on there and that kind of thing. It's just a sort of an interesting sort of a.
Okay, perfect. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the Herman's Cave thing. That was just my sort of introduction, I guess, to your channel. So
okay.
That, but obviously you've done a few videos in Griffith, I've noticed as well.
Yeah.
And Griffith as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which kind of leads me to the next thing. Tell me a bit about growing up in Griffith.
So, mate, well, that's also on my channel. Look, Griffith boy, born and bred. Know pretty much everyone, in the town, or back then I did. It's grown a lot now. Look, Dad was a local truck driver. Grew up down in South Griffith in Pioneer. And it was a great growth. It was wonderful, man. What can I say? Well, it was awesome, It was in the 80s, mate. Played football with friends out on the oval next door with, people have gone on to become first grade footballers, etc. And most of them, retired and stuff now. But look, mate, I don't know. It was a great community to grow up in. It was a great base, I love it out there. Now, I moved away when I turned 18 because the bright lights and the excitement of the city were calling. But mate, now I've got a young fella. I'd love nothing more than to move back out there. Unfortunately, there's a housing crisis and stuff, and I've got some other plans.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, is it hard to do the channel? Not for me, because I love it. What's the old saying? If you love what you're doing, you don't work a day in your life.
Yeah.
So the balance at the moment is hard while I'm setting myself up. It's been a huge learning curve. I've taught myself a lot. I'm still learning, but I love the learning from all the video editing. The learning about the cameras and different ways to film vlogs. How to use all the editing software, how to use the Photoshops for thumbnails, etc. I love it all, man.
Absolutely. So. And do you have any advice for someone who was looking to start their own channel, sort of, I guess, back now?
Just start.
Yep.
You'll find, and I'm still finding my feet. I'm still, I'm still experimenting and finding directions and different things. You can see how things change in my videos, and they're still changing. So just start, and the rest will come to you as you go along.
What I think you've got close to 200 videos on there. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. So, and I'm approaching. So I've been monetized. So there's a couple of levels of monetization. I've been recognized as an AdSense partner by Google. So that means I can sell my own merchandise and people can send me money. Okay, if they like my videos, they can press a little thanks button and they can send me money, and I can sell merchandise and stuff. And I can have memberships, so people can join to see my video, which they can get perks like I can release videos early for members only to see, etc. And there's different tiers of memberships. However, I have to hit 1,000 subscribers to get revenue from advertising.
Okay.
So I haven't hit revenue from advertising as yet. The deal is for revenue from advertising, you need 4,000 watch time hours and 1,000 subscribers. Now my watch time hours, I've smashed those completely. That's how I was able to hit the first tier of monetization. So now I think as of today I'm at 655 subscribers. So I've got to complete get up to 1,000, and I get advertising revenue. And that's when the money starts to sort of come in and snowball, apparently. But for me, look, it's more about the passion. Like, you've got to love doing what you're doing. It is hard work, if I'm honest, but...
It would be a lot of hours, I'd imagine. A lot of time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But like I said, you know, for me, it's a pleasure to spend that time in those hours. Like, I'm more completely absorbed in it. I can get lost for hours in front of the computer. I love the filming side of it. You know, I love the editing side. I love everything to do with it. It's finally, it took me a long time, but finally, you know, I think I was 43 when I started, 44, I found what I want to do in my life.
The videos that you've done so far, have you any favourites that sort of any ones that stand out in particular?
Oh, yes and no. Look, because I've got some good ones that are older, but I'm not really happy with them because of the style. But they've been great hits. I've filmed some really good footage. There's, you know, the Bondi video is very popular. I've got one that's completely unrelated to the type of channel I want to have, where I built my son a little apparatus from a computer game. Now that was hugely successful. It's got over 70,000 views, and still growing. At some point, every hour of the day, someone in the world is watching that video. But yeah, my beach tour videos, which I want to get back and do a few more of, you know, Manly and Bondi being successful. I'm extremely proud of my Griffith videos, if I'm honest. I love them, especially now that I've shared them a little bit more and the community's responded well. They're probably my favourites. Because it's my hometown, it's who I am. And because the community's responded well, that makes me feel all the more proud, and it makes me want to go now even harder. So now I'm going to go even harder with my channel and promote it more, because I feel like I've got the town behind me, and that's very important for me. So who are you really without your hometown? You sort of, I don't want to forget where I come from, you know. As much as this grows, wherever this takes me, I want to, you know, put Griffith on the map, mate.
Absolutely.
On the worldwide map, not on on the worldwide map.
Just out of interest, what's your full-time occupation, or what's sort of the
Hospitality, mate. I'm a waiter. I've been a waiter. A lot of people in Griffith know me as Phil the waiter, but as I was saying to my wife the other day, I said, babe, this is working. I'm now known as Phil the YouTube guy. I'm not going to be Phil the waiter anymore, you know, this is what I want. I want to give away the restaurants, because really restaurants have never interested me. What's interested me is talking with different people from different walks of life, and using what I was blessed with, which is a little bit of charisma and personality and a certain look to communicate with people and to get in touch with people, you know, on that, like I said on my webpage, that most rudimentary personal level, just of connecting with people. That's probably the only thing I've liked about hospitality. But I've discovered I can do that with my videos. And I can tell stories. I can tell my story. I can share stories. I can show, fantastic and fascinating places in the world. So that's what I love to do. This now is what I'm doing. Is what I love to do.
Any other comments? That's pretty much my questions there. I definitely think it's going to be just sort of a broader story about, you know, what you do with your channel and your hopes, and how you sort of progress.
Yeah. So the hopes are I want to build this channel to a point where not only can I entertain people, I can include my audience as I go and help other people that I meet on my travels that are more in need. So yeah, it's a bit hard to say at this stage because I don't want to give anything away. But I've got a lot on the drawing board.
together, and as you say, you're well known in the Griffith community, so I think it'll be
Quite well known, yeah.
you're up to and that kind of thing. But no, I appreciate you having a chat, mate. I was going to ask, do you have any, I don't know whether you might have like any photos of yourself, maybe when you went to like Hermit's Cave or some of the other places you've been to in Griffith that I might be able to use?
Photos? Yeah, I can probably, if not, I can probably send you some screenshots or, look, mate, I was going to ask you about that. So what's going to happen? You're going to do an article and see how it goes? Like, what will happen from here? I mean...
I'll just write an article up.
Yep.
Probably about 50 words, 400, something like that.
And you can do that just from this chat?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I've just been jotting some notes down. So, it'll be just a sort of a straightforward sort of story. Obviously, as you mentioned, you're well known in Griffith, and something like London. Griffith identity is embracing sort of, I guess, a new direction in life.
Yep.
Created a YouTube channel. This is what you do. This is what you've been here. You've done that. You grew up in Griffith. You're waiting for a bit. You're hoping to, make potentially make this full time. It's just sort of something different from sort of, I guess, the mainstream kind of news that we do.
All right. Yeah. What else was I going to say? Look, I was going to mention. I guess if you can do a story from this, that's perfect. I thought you might want me to travel down there or something, mate. Because...
No, that's all. I mean, we could always cut if you're ever in Griffith again. We could always follow up and see how things are going and meet you in person. I think that's good.
Yep, I can definitely do that.
Like the popularity, I think, the popularity of YouTube and YouTube channels, I think, is an interesting thing in itself, and it's sort of, I think it'd be interesting for readers to sort of get a bit of insight as to how that process sort of works and that kind of thing. And as I mentioned, you being from Griffith as well, it would create a lot of interest for readers, and at the same time, it also promotes your channel.
Yeah, well, that's perfect for me, mate. That's why I'm more than happy to, mate. If you had said, look, I want to do an interview with you, Phil, can you come down? I would have said, no worries. I would have been on the plane down there next weekend,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that's all good. No, we can, like as I say, we generally are online first, and then we still print 3 times a week. But the online is the major focus, I guess you would say.
Okay, now that's my next question. Online. So if it's online, and I want to read it,
technically you need to be a subscriber, but I could probably screenshot, the story once it goes up.
I might have to just
Send those through Messenger if that works. So you basically, you're just the screenshot. You'll be able to do different segments. You'll be able to see the story from there, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yep. Right. Okay.
That's the only real way I'd be able to go.
Oh, I'll just subscribe, mate. Can't hurt me. I probably should be subscribed anyway.
It's up to you. I mean, unfortunately, I can't get around the subscription thing.
No.
That's the way
Yeah, that's right. What it's cost me $1 or whatever. Like I said, I probably should be subscribed anyway, mate. I definitely will be now. I'm gonna be in it. So. When.
I'll definitely need to get it up this afternoon. So 5 o'clock. I think I've got it slated for deadline for this bit of story.
Oh, you get it up that quick. All right. So you need a photo pretty much as soon as we get off.
Yeah, if possible. I mean, worst comes to worst, I could probably get a screenshot from one of your videos if that'd be all right, like something along those lines. But if you've got, obviously, a photo that would be you prefer, send through. You just send through Messenger if you want.
Yeah.
Whichever's easy.
All right. I'll have a look. If not, what's your send me your email as well. I'll just because I'm here in front of my computer now, in front of my Mac. I'll go through my phone and I'll quickly go through my computers. I'll see if I've got something from the Hermit's Cave. If not, yeah, by all means grab a. I mean, that's what I do for my thumbnails. I just grab a screenshot.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
I've probably got a few there that I've used for I always keep a few spare for the thumbnails,
Yeah. No, fair enough.
How's the weather down there? Is it cold?
Yeah, it is actually.
It's freezing here as well today.
Yeah, the weekend was pretty chilly. I haven't, up until about this point, I haven't really
Yep. All right. Just one more thing, mate. Look, I'm definitely going to be down there filming more because they've been successful, they've been popular, and it's made me sort of realise if I want to get out there and blow up, first start with my hometown and then the world, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to be down there filming more. I'm probably going to come down and do some different food reviews and stuff. So let people know as well that come up and say hi, you know, if they see me filming or whatever. Don't be scared, reach out.
Absolutely.
If anyone's got any ideas, by all means, shoot me a message. I'm always open to take on suggestions, etc., or ideas for vlogs, or anything that they feel needs to be attention brought to it. If they want a platform, somebody needs someone with a platform.
Absolutely. Happy to do that, mate. I'll add that in. Yeah, that'll be great.
Awesome.
I'll send you a message with my email address.
Yep.
And, go from there.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll get a couple of photos to you now, mate. I'll have a look around. Thank you very much, Alan. It's a pleasure to talk to you. And it should be up by this afternoon, you say?
Yeah, we have a schedule we do every day, and I've got it slated for. You'll be able to read it tonight. I've got it slated for 6 o'clock tonight.
Perfect, my man. All right.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you very much, Alan. All the best.
No worries.
Thanks, buddy. Bye-bye. There we go, guys. Area News. We're on.